Hello, Marcus Boston. In today's quick educational video, I want to discuss from a traumatic brain injury standpoint for children, how do doctors and nurses, medical professionals, how do they know about your baby's oxygen level or your baby's well-being? And this video is actually another follow-up from a video that I did a couple of weeks ago when I talked about holistic birthing plans and some of the things that parents need to be on the lookout for if they think that that is the right way to go for them. And during these discussions, the question was, asked, well, Marcus, how do medical professionals, how do they know? How do they understand your baby's well-being? Well, during this process, and if you're in a hospital, more than likely they are going to do things for you as mom. And one of them is going to be using a tool called the electronic fetal heart monitor. And if you've given birth in a hospital and you've had this done before, you know that the doctors and the nurses, they put an instrument around your stomach, and this instrument and this tool is being used to help doctors and nurses be able to understand what we call fetal well-being, or how well your baby is tolerating a vaginal delivery. And during the readings, these readings for the electronic fetal heart monitor, they're looking at things like your baby's heart rate. They're looking at acceleration and deceleration patterns. They're looking at things like variability. They're also looking at things like your contractions. And there are other things that this monitor can help doctors and nurses understand as it pertains to your baby's well-being. And so this is one way during labor and delivery how doctors and nurses, how they can assess your baby's ability to be able to tolerate a vaginal delivery. And so in some instances, when you have a holistic plan, these things may not be present. And so it's very important to understand that if things do not go as planned, or if there are some oxygen related issues for your baby, or maybe there's heart rate problems, late decelerations and things of that nature, that electronic fetal heart monitor, that tool is really important for us to be able to understand what your baby was going through if there are some type of problems or complications during labor and delivery. I know I've talked about a lot in this video, but maybe you are here because you have questions. Maybe your baby has suffered the traumatic brain injury, HIE, or hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy. And in our context, that is a reduction in blood and oxygen, which can lead a baby to suffer a brain injury. Maybe that is why you're here today and you have questions about this. What I invite you to do is to go ahead and pick up the phone and call me. There's a telephone number down on the screen, and we talk with families like yours all the time about these types of issues. You just gotta, when you call, make sure you let my secretary know that you would like to get on our calendar and you would like to talk with us about your baby story. Remember, there's no cost for you to call and talk with us about what's going on with your baby. One more thing, I practice law here in the state of Maryland. And I know that because this video is on the internet and it's going to be on social media sites and things of that nature, sometimes individuals will contact us and they are not in Maryland. You've got to understand that if this is something that we think we can assist you with, that we have to use, and you're not in Maryland, we have to use what we call co-counsel or local counsel. In other words, an attorney in your state. And that's something that we can work and help you with. But I just want to make sure that you understand that local counsel or that co-counsel aspect of things if you're not in Maryland. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorneys practicing law here in the state of Maryland at Boston Law Group, LLC. We'll talk with you next time. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.